Hi, welcome. Today we have a new video on my channel, and this video is going to be called Vanguard Prices. And what is this? Well, I will go over every set from this point and onward. I will not go over older sets and stuff like that. So if you say, for example, GBT04 for example, GBT04 for example, that set I will not go over because it's too old, but every set from Fighters Collection and on to the future, and every sets that are released about 2 weeks or so, maybe 2.5 weeks or so after the set is released, I will do a little bit of video looking at the prices and see what the prices are, because I want to see so the card prices can kind of get some time to settle, because early card prices can be kind of expensive, and I just want to make a video talking about card prices that, yeah, well, when they have settled and gone down or gone up, depending on which way you want the prices to go. So the set we're going to talk about, the first set ever, is Fighters Collection 2016. And of course at the end of the video I will talk about if you should buy the separate cards, or if you of course want to buy the booster boxes from this set. This set was released May 20th 2016, so yeah, May 20, 2016, so it's not that old, it's fairly new. And here is the prices. Meteor Kaiser Bustard is about $9.34 at the lowest, which means that it's about a $10 card. So that's probably the most expensive card in the set, because the high-low is orange, so it's the most expensive card in the set. Then we have Dark Element Decimiel. That card is about $9.99 right now, so it's the second most expensive card in the set. So I don't really know why it's so expensive. I mean, it must be short printed, and that's why it's so expensive, because, you know, it's kind of crazy. But those two are the relatively $10 cards in the set. Demon Sea Queen Mayred. Demon Sea Queen Mayred is about $7 to $8. So that's pretty much the fair amount, you know, per the card. It's not super expensive, it's not too super cheap either. Metal Element Screw You is about $6.47 to $9.99, and it's pretty expensive, I would say. Specifically high is really expensive, but I think that you can probably pick it up for $6.47, so that's pretty cheap. So it's not the most terrible price ever. You probably only need 1 or 2 cups of this card anyway, so. Air Element Seabreeze is $6.99, $7. You only need 1 for your deck, because, yeah. So that's not expensive at all for a card like that. Flower Princess of Primordial Summer Verano is $6.97 to $7.13, I mean, to $5.59. So this card is really cheap depending on where you look. For me, the cheapest is $6.97, but if you live in America, it might be cheaper for you. Dreamy Axel Millboard is $8 to $5.79, and once again, really good prices. It's really solid, low prices for these cards. Actually, all these cards have pretty low prices so far. Next one, Interdimensional Dragon Warp Drive Dragon. It's a $9.99 card, or $5.59 depending on what you go for. The lowest is $5.59, the highest is $9.99. So if you play Gear Chronicle, it's a little bit expensive, but not too expensive. Then we have Lord of Guidance Wakaruhime. She is $8 to $4.24. I would say she's fair priced. She's not too expensive and not too cheap either, so fair pricing there. And Divine Knight of Rainbow Brocade Clotenus, he's $6 to $3.79, so pretty cheap, not too expensive. And we have Genesis Dragon Tetra Els Messiah, Genesis Dragon Trans Els Messiah. It's about a $8 card to a $3.23 card, so. And then we have Rhetoric Time in Uro. She is like $2.54 to $2.75. That's the lowest. To $4.50 as the most expensive. And she's fairly priced, I think. I mean, you can get her pretty cheap. So, Lucky Rise Elprina is $1.97 to $2.49 as the most expensive. So it's not that terrible in pricing either. Flame Emperor Dragon King Asil Orb Dragon is kind of expensive, but not too expensive. $2.50 to $3, so that's not too expensive. This card is the same. It's $1.59 as cheapest, $2.40 as the most expensive. Sacred Heaven Prayer Messerea. Golden Knight of Incandescence Eboracus, or whatever you want to call him. He's cheap, $1.75 to $1.39, relatively cheap. Holy Dragon Laser Guard Dragon is $2 to $1.45. Rebellious Retainer of Freshblood Frederick is like $1.97 to $1.19. Holy Seraph Sacriel is $1.75 to $1.09 at the lowest. That's pretty cheap. Flame Dragon King Irresist Dragon is a $2 card to a 98 to $0.98. I think that's just a couple of that's not very, that's really cheap. So, and here from here on it's probably gonna be a little bit lower. Yeah, $1.75 to $0.89, so that's pretty cheap. And here we have $1.95 to $0.89, so that's pretty. So these are really cheap. Super Cosmic Hero X Phoenix is really cheap, and Sailor Melanage is really cheap as well. And Conquering Supreme Dragon Volt Sapper Dragon is $1.40 or $0.89. Genesis of Seven Colors Iris is $1.75 to $0.95. Dark Knight Ludovic is $1.40 as most expensive, $0.88 as the cheapest. Death Star Vader Demon Maxwell is $1.40 as most expensive, $0.89 as the cheapest. So yeah, you can clearly see that the cards start getting a little bit cheaper here. Marine General Heavy Silk is also very relatively cheap. It's $1.49 as most expensive, $0.89 as the cheapest. Chainsaw Megatrick Furnival is $1.40 as its most expensive, and cheapest is $0.87. And so the same goes here, $1.47 for the most expensive to $0.88 to the most cheapest. So this is a little bit more expensive, but it keeps the price pretty low anyway. Sunrise Godhawk Ibukuyoshi is $1.49 most expensive and $0.59 at the lowest. So Beastslayer Military Deity Theer, it's a $1.40 card to $0.79. And now it don't come down to $1 because Super Heavenly Chariot Tiger Centurion is $1 and $0.59 at its cheapest. And here we have False Darkwing Agra Bath Mahat. She is $1.40 to $0.64. Secret Tree Dragon Rain Breath Dragon is $1.49. It's most expensive, $0.74, $0.72 to the cheapest. Dragon Distress Dragon. Dark Dragon Distress Dragon. Okay. $1.40 is most expensive, $0.79 cheapest. Holy Seraph Orpheal, $1.60 most expensive, $0.71 cheapest. This card, Omniscience Dragon Himaturus, or whatever how you pronounce that, is $0.99 as the highest, and $0.70 as the cheapest. Guard Leader of the Skywater Floatia is $1 as the most expensive, $0.73 at the cheapest. Wild Strike Mutant Straggle Dipper is $1 and $0.73 as the cheapest. And Ambush Dragon Stealth Dragon Onibari Radar, or I think that's how you pronounce it, it's $0.99, it's most expensive, and $0.71 as the cheapest. And we still have a couple more cards to go through. I believe it's these cards. Rakota Stealth Dragon Gurshikan is $1 to $0.48 as the cheapest. Rageous Superhuman Blue Prison is $1 and cheapest $0.39. This card is $1 or $0.70 as the cheapest. Ignea Patriot is $1.10 to $0.61. Lightning King Spirit Emperor Vitra is $1 to $0.48. Yenex Stealth Hermit Abuyashi is $0.75 to $0.29. Iron Hammer Chancellor Drimpalax is 0.75 to 0.46. Ambush Stealth Fiend Hogan Wing is 0.99 as expensive, and 0.29 is cheapest. Extant Cheerleader Airy is $1 is most expensive, and 0.4 is the cheapest. And Immortality Professor Kudalini is 0.75 is most expensive, and 0.46 is the cheapest. And we have one card left, and that's Dream Mutant D&D Scarabax. That's $1 is most expensive, and 0.39 as the cheapest. So what do I think about the prices this far of this set? Well, I gotta be honest with you, I don't think it's worth buying boxes from this set just right now, because the price of these cards are really low. So if you play all clans, I mean, yeah, you can buy a box and you can get cards from each of every single clan. But if you're like me and you only play certain clans, you probably just pick the cards up. Just buying them is the best option, because I don't see buying boxes being any indicator of making any money from it, or making any money back from the boxes, because you can pull really badly from a box. So I wouldn't recommend you buying boxes of this set. Yeah, because the cards are super low, specifically the generation rares. Some of them are super low, so it's not really any profit to be made from those if you don't pull like a lot of Meteor Kaiser Bustard, and you can just sell them and you can earn it back a little bit. But a box is like 37 to 38, maybe 39, 40. Between 35 and 40 is a booster box usually for this set, so it's kind of expensive. So I don't really know if I would recommend you buying like 4 or 5 boxes and hope you would pull all the cards you need. I mean, you probably just buy the card and you will still pay less or equal to what the cards are worth, because, you know, they are just very low. I know that I have bought all the cards I want from this set. Personally, I don't have any cards left from this set to buy. So I bought all the cards I needed for my decks. But yeah, I don't see any point in buying booster boxes this set, because I think it's too expensive. I think that if the booster boxes were like 25 or so, you can find a cheap deal. Maybe you should pick them up, because then you can actually make some money if you pull like a Meteor Kaiser, because now you can make some money back and stuff like that by selling the cards. But other than that, I think that it's really hard to make your money back, because specifically how many clans you're playing. If you play all the clans, you should buy boxes, because, you know, then you get cards you need for your decks and stuff like that. But if you play like 4 or 5 clans, I don't think it's worth picking up boxes in the set. But yeah, it's a really cheap set. I mean, it's not very expensive. It's the most expensive card is like $10. That's ridiculously low in my opinion. I mean, yeah, do I recommend you to pick some cards up? Yeah, pick up some cards that you want for your decks and stuff like that while they are cheap, because they might go down a little bit more in price. Who knows? They might go up. It's always a possibility. But the older this set becomes, the more is the chance of the cards rising in price again, because they are low right now because there are so many people who sell the cards. So they aren't super expensive right now. But if you want my personal opinion, you should not buy booster boxes this set. You should probably just buy the separate cards, because I think that's cheaper than just buying booster boxes. It depends on how many clans you're playing. If you play every single clan, well, buying booster box is probably the best option. But if you are like me and you play just random clans here and there, I think that considering the prices, I mean, just look at the first page. The most expensive is $10. The cheapest is $6. Or its cheapest is $3.79, and the most expensive is $13. So it's not really much profit in this set. I think that you're better just buying the cards, just buying the cards you need for your decks, and that's all. So don't buy box from this set in my opinion. Just buy the separate cards you need, and yeah. What do you think about this video? I just wanted to do this because I kind of like to do some new videos to my channel. And this video is all about, you know, looking through the cards to see what prices they have about 2 weeks after the release, so they can get kind of settle down a little bit. Because early prices are always super expensive, and then it just goes down, and then might go up a little bit. So tell me what you think about this video, and as always, comment, like, and subscribe.